Hello you guys, and welcome to today's video. I hope everybody's doing well, and as you can see we find ourselves in my garage. As much as I want to be out there riding, we're still semi-hibernating from this Canadian winter. I was cleaning and going through my camping gear, and I thought of bringing you along and show you what I have been carrying on my adventures. Now, if I do use my aluminum luggage, which I have been using for several years, only recently I started using the MOTO Reckless 80 about a year and a half now since I purchased it, but I haven't gone to any major or long trips except like a weekend here and there. If I do use my aluminum luggage, the setup changes a little bit, only to the fact that I don't need to separate certain items like I do with a Reckless 80 and put it in a different molly or the auxiliary packets. Also, majority of the items that I use, they have a dual purpose too, so it's not only for motorcycle camping, but if you hike or backpacking, which I do sometimes, even though I don't have many of those hikes on video, they have that purpose also because they're small and compact, so they have a duality to them. That being said, let's go ahead and show you what I have been carrying. All right, starting off with a tent's footprint. I used to use this cheap tarp footprint that I feel like everybody has used in the past. But since then, I came across the Moto Camp Nerd website and I was surfing through it and I found this Alps Mountaineering footprint. It's waterproof and it has been working great so far. Tent poles. For tent, I have been using the Woods Cascade 2. It's a two-person tent. Now this is a preference. I prefer the two-person tent instead of the one-person tent. I know I sacrifice a little bit of room and everything, but I like to have a little comfort and space inside the tent. And this way I have a little bit of room to move around, and I put my pad on one side or semi in the middle, and then I use the other side for my riding gear and whatnot. The Woods camping chair. Now this is a little bit more of a luxury, but it's really nice to have. It takes a little bit, of course, room, but it is what it is, comfort. For sleeping bag, I have the Woods Mommy. It's rated for 0 degrees Celsius. I do have another one that is a little bit more compact, but I sacrifice a little bit of room for warmth. I'd rather be warm when I'm sleeping than cold. For sleepy pad, I have been using the Nemo Tensure regular. I have it for a few years now and it has been pretty great, and also it has one layer insulation in it, so it's pretty good. Prior to this, I had a couple of other pads, but I didn't really like it. Definitely it's not on the cheap side, but eventually buying one sleepy pad and another sleepy pad, you end up spending the same amount of money, so might as well bite the bullet and buy it all once. For a pillow, I have this Mini Trichology 2.0. And it has been great. It's pretty small and compact. For cooking, I have this Odeland stove, I guess you can say. It's 2-to-1. It has a little small pot and another one that is a little bit taller. That's where I keep my fuel in there. But also it's really helpful because you can cook on one and then you can use the smaller pot for a cup or drinking your water, your whatever you might be drinking, coffee. Prior to this, I used the Jet Boil, the 32 ounces, which is this right here. But I kind of put that aside and I have been using this, which is around, well, at the time when I bought it was around $30 something. Right now I think it's like around 50. And it does come obviously with the two pots, a canister tripod, a burner, a tiny burner, 16-ounce glass, stainless steel glass, a folding knife, fork, and a spoon. I just use the spoon and the folding fork. I have this little stainless steel pan. It's about 6-7 inches. It has working just fine for me, so there's no need to replace it. For a plate, I have this C2 Summit. It's a 9-inch plate, and kind of folds up like this, but also I can use this as a cutting board and doesn't take up too much space. For the stove burner, I have this, it's kind of like, I guess you can, a little kind of tripod thing, and I like it. Kind of unfolds like this. And I prefer this one than just the single because you can put it on the ground, you can put it on the picnic table, and it's more sturdy and stable. But now again, some of these items are just preference, what you prefer or what not. Next, this is more than like a necessity. You don't have to have it. Some spices, some Montreal steak spice, salt, pepper, sugar, olive oil that I keep in here, a wooden spoon, and a little tongue, mini tongue. Now, again, you don't really need to have this stuff. Oh, and also for the olive oil, one tip, I don't know if you can see it, how it's not liquefied. And that's how you know if the olive oil is 100% pure. Or if you put it in the fridge or the cold weather, like it is here a little bit in the garage, it doesn't stay liquefied. I also, these two items, I always have it on my bike. This is like a windscreen and a mini titanium firewood stove that I always have on the bike, and I might be like on a day trip or something and I want to cook. I can use this little firebox stove. This is like a mini SOS slash emergency kit. I kind of narrow it. It has like some of the items more for a survival, and I used to have like a bigger emergency kit, and I kind of narrow it down for the most important, just in case, and hopefully we'll do not have to use it. So yeah, and it's pretty compact, pretty small, just a cheap water filtration. I haven't used it so far, so just in case of an emergency, you're somewhere out there and you need to filter your water. A basic bushcraft knife, I guess you can say, with like a fire starter on it. Just a basic headlamp. It's rechargeable, so you don't need batteries. Now for my power bank, how I charge my stuff, I have this little mini pocket power bank, which is 10,000 amp hours. And I have this solar 25,000 milliamp hours charger. And it has been pretty useful when you're out there in the backcountry and you don't have electricity. Using the solar, it has been working great. Always a hat, since you know I'm a little bit bald. In the summer hot weather, I don't want my head to get burned, so I wear this. But also, if you're in the backcountry from those mosquitoes and deer flies, I have this little net that goes over the hat. I also carry this tarp. You don't really need to have this, but I did find a couple times useful when I was out there and it was raining, and you can put it over your tent before you set up camp or along the bike, and you kind of have like a shelter. Bear spray, because we are in a bear country. What else? And I do carry a small hatchet. Now again, this, you don't really need to have it, but I have it because when I'm out there, I do split wood, and it's pretty useful on the campsite. A mini saw, and this one has been useful also. Now this is my clothing bag, and it's the 40-liter GV waterproof bag, and I have it for many years now and it has been working just fine. And in here I just keep a hoodie, a puff jacket. Now again, this is preference what you prefer to bring. 2 down layers for a little bit the colder weather. In here I have 2 pair of socks, 2 pair of lightweight t-shirt, 2 pair of underwears, plus whatever I'm wearing, 3 pairs of everything, a microfiber towel for showering or if you go swimming, a bathing suit, and since I do go hiking and everything, I have like a waterproof rain jacket and a pants, pair of jogging pants or sweatpants, and obviously my toiletries. And that is for clothing, and obviously we have just a pair of running shoes for the hikes, and just a pair of, I keep them in a plastic bag, flip-flops for camp. This is my riding rain gear. For tools, this is my little tool case. Now everything that I carry here, obviously I'm not gonna take everything out, but pretty much everything that I carry in here, I can pretty much take the whole bike apart. Electric air pump, I did have to use it a couple times. A spare front tube, and also in here, that's where I used to keep my tools, but I kind of narrow it down to that little pouch, and in here now I just have a pair of tubeless for a tubeless tire. Even though my tires are not tubeless, I carry just in case maybe somebody else needs it. The Motion Pro tire levers, and it has the bead breaker and just a basic tire lever. And on this auxiliary packet I just carry the Giant Loop gas can. It's not even a can, but this one right here. Before I used to use the red 4-liter, but I came across the Giant Loop and definitely I save space and room. That's for fuel. You can kind of fold it up and you're good to go. Just chain lube and a rock strap and 2 straps from MOTO. And also I have this Seal-made fork seal cleaner. And with that is everything that I carry on a motorcycle camping trip. As I mentioned earlier, some of the items that I carry, they have a dual purpose, not only for motorcycle camping, but also for hiking and backpacking. But also some of the items that I do carry, and I know that, I don't necessarily need them. As long as you have the pretty basics, that's all you need. Just get out there and enjoy the adventure and don't stress about everything that you need to bring along with you. If you did find this video useful, please hit the thumbs up and let me know down in the comments below. Consider subscribing. Till next time, always stay wonderful, enjoy the adventure, and peace and love, my friends. See you on the next one.
Thank you.